Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a really great day. Today, I really thought about the topic and I thought it would be really great to talk about one of the quotes that I put on my Instagram, which is judgment has no value in my world. And, I think that a lot of times it's really easy to judge someone else. And something someone told me that was so, so good is they said, before you speak, before you say something, ask yourself this question. Am I saying this for myself or am I saying this for the person I'm saying it to? And I just really think that is a good starting point of reflection. I can't tell you how many times I've asked myself that question. Because if I'm saying it for myself and not for the highest good of someone else, then I shouldn't be saying it. And I just wanted to share that because I think sometimes when we really do have moments of clarity, when we really self-reflect on what we're saying and how we're saying it, it makes a big difference in how we're perceived and how we impact the world. I wanted to talk about a book by Miguel Ruiz, and he is an author of The Four Agreements. It's an amazing book, and if you haven't read it, I highly recommend reading it. The first of the agreements is be impeccable with your word. I don't think people realize, but the word is so powerful. It's so powerful in how it affects people, both positively and negatively. And our word does impact consciousness. We don't realize that, but we're all impacting consciousness collectively. And so being impeccable with the word, thinking about our words and how they affect others and how other people's words affect us is really important. The second agreement is never take anything personally. This is very difficult because it's so easy to be triggered and to trigger other people. But the fact is, when we really, really, really look at things and we get on center with ourselves, there's no need to take what other people say personally because we know our own truth. And only when we are looking for other people to tell us what our truth is do we take things personally. So again, these are devotions to ourselves in terms of really thinking and reflecting about what we're saying and doing and acting and how we're reflecting that back to others. And it's also very important how we're shepherding our children and people around us. Because if we want to see these beautiful changes in the world, then we have to be the change that we want to see. I recently heard a quote from Chico Xavier, who was a medium in Brazil, and he said something to the extent of, a lot of people talk about Jesus and what Jesus did. More people should act like Jesus. And I really like that because I think that's true. When we embody what we want to see and we become what we want to see in the world, that's when true magic happens. The next agreement is don't make assumptions. It's so easy to make assumptions about what someone's thinking, feeling, or doing. And I catch myself constantly reevaluating and course correcting on that. My mind wants to go to, well, maybe they didn't get back to me because of this, or maybe this happened because of this. And the thing is we don't know. We simply do not know what is going on with another person. There could be so much going on in their lives, in their thoughts, in their heart, and it has nothing to do with us. So being very consciously aware of trying not to make assumptions about other people can impact your life in such a beautiful way. Because a lot of times we're wrong. The bottom line is a lot of times we're wrong about the assumptions we make. So if we don't make the assumptions at all, then we don't have to worry about being wrong or feeling hurt or dread or upset over something that didn't even need to be. The fifth agreement that came out, or excuse me, the fourth agreement is always do my best. And I think any time in life when we're always doing our best, when our intention is always to give our best, we're showing up and we're going to give everything we have, At the end of the day, that always feels so much better than trying to justify or blame or not feel good about how we lived our life that day. So I really like that one, to show up, be positive, and always do your best. And there was a fifth agreement that came out, and that was to, be skeptical, but listen. And again, this is one I'm really trying to embody, to really listen. A lot of times we're waiting for the opportunity to talk, but sometimes when we listen, we can see things from such a higher perspective, and it can be so beneficial. But to be skeptical is very, very important, because a lot of times what we're doing is we're creating a common reality that isn't the truth. And to really understand that, to really look at what is the truth is already in you. So look for what resonates with you. Look for what you know is right and good, because you do have a blueprint for that. And you can trust your intuition. And when you can't ask, when you can't question, when you're harmed for doing that, always question that. Because if someone has nothing to hide, you can always question them, and it will not be threatening. So I just wanted to share those things about the four agreements and then the fifth that was added. I think the insights from the author are amazing. I think it's an amazing book. And I think that people really, if you haven't ever read that book, read it, because I think it has a lot to offer all of us in humanity. So in closing today, I wanted to read a poem that was given to you, and it's beautiful, and I wanted to share it with everyone. I am the light of the sun. I am the unified one. I am that exists in time and space. I am the returning of mercy and grace. I am that I exist, for my love is true. I am eternally yours for yourself to view. I am that I am, and this never can be denied. For I am the rise of the sea and the changing of the tides. I am eternal, immaculate in creation. I am the Savior of all of the nations. I give to you this time of truth. I give to you eternal youth. I am the truth, the way, and the light. I am the one touched by eternal sight. I am the giver of hopes and dreams. I come in completeness for you to redeem. I bring you the light that will strengthen your soul. I give you a message that can be not untold. But you are the gift, the way, and the light. That you are the one that has eternal sight. That you are the gift of creation to be, the everlasting truth and love of all eternity. May you know this truth as I show you the way, that you are the gift of eternal grace that will always remain. I hope everyone has a beautiful evening. I hope this was joyful and helpful, and I hope you always know that I am sending my unconditional love to you always. Sat Nam.